When you are in a position of leadership and you mess up, it's never easy to take accountability. But when you do take accountability as somebody who is a leader, you are signaling to everybody who is following you that you can galvanize yourselves behind me. You can rally behind me because I will throw myself into the fire of accountability when I mess up. I'm not going to throw you under the bus. And when you're an NFL head coach and do that, I think that just goes to show that players are going to trust you. They're going to believe in you as a leader. And Sean Payton took that level of accountability on behalf of all of the Broncos coaches for the gaffe at the end of the game, talking, of course, about the blocked field goal. I want to go ahead and bring in some audio from Sean Payton's Zoom press conference this morning. This is courtesy of Andrew Mason when the reporters asked him immediately what his thoughts were on the blocked field goal and who was responsible for it.
This isn't on the player. This is on all of us. This is on us as coaches. We've got to continue to look at, are we big enough stature-wise there for that, and understanding how the rush was coming. So it's disappointing, and yet it's not something that's new when a big play is made at the end of a game. This isn't.
So essentially, he said right there that was on coaching for not basically paying attention to being out leveraged right there. On all of the Broncos, or not all of them, but a good chunk of the Broncos' place kicks from the last 4 games, including extra points, Alex Forsyth was dumped on the ground. He was light on his feet, and Chiefs special teams coordinator Dave Toub noticed that on film, and he knew that a bull rush could exploit it, and ultimately that is exactly what happened. I feel like the Broncos have some of the best special teams coaches in the NFL in Mike Westhoff, who is the assistant head coach, longtime special teams coordinator in the NFL. He's the one who provides most of the insight and knowledge to that room. Although Ben Kotwika is the actual special teams coordinator by name, he's also somebody who I really believe in. He's a really good leader. He's somebody who is a good special teams coordinator in his own right. He's been in the NFL a long time. Between those two guys, I wouldn't have expected that type of error to happen, but it did. The Broncos got outcoached by another good special teams coordinator, Dave Toub of the Kansas City Chiefs. And ultimately, it's a gaffe that they're going to have to live with, and it's a gaffe that they're going to have to learn from. This is a loss that is not going to go away for the Denver Broncos in a timely manner. It's going to sting for a little while, and understandably so, and rightfully so. You're not going to get better as a football team unless you kind of stew in these losses a little bit, kind of allow the pain to motivate you to not mess up again. And it's tough because you had that game right in your hands. You had a chance to upset the Chiefs on the road, accumulate a second straight win over the Chiefs, and you blew it. As I talked about in previous videos today, there were other plays in that game that the Denver Broncos could have made that would have dictated the outcome of the game. There were plays that the Broncos messed up that if they had those plays back early on, I'm talking about Cortland Sutton lining up offside. I'm talking about those couple of times where they didn't pick up blitzes and had free rushers right in Bo Nix's face, sometimes 2 free rushers. If they had those plays back, then they could have easily won the game. And then there's the obvious ref ball component that we've hammered pretty heavily on this channel, and I'm not going to continue to hammer that. But at the end of the day, this is Sean Payton taking accountability on behalf of Mike Westhoff, Ben Kotwika, and the special teams coaching staff for not noticing the gaffe there with Alex Forsyth and making the necessary adjustments. Now, after learning the hard way, I do believe those adjustments will be made. It just sucks that you had to learn this way, and it costs you a key win in the division that would have given you a lot of momentum in terms of your playoff race, and it also would have given you a lot of respect in the NFL. Now, you don't have that, and it's tough that you have to learn this lesson this way, but sometimes the best lessons in the NFL or in life in general are the most painful lessons. All right, Broncos country, be sure to leave a like on this video as well as subscribe and ring the bell so these videos appear in your notification feed. I would really appreciate it, guys. Those are both free and easy ways to show your support. Helps tell YouTube's algorithm to push us out, and it helps us get seen by more and more members of Broncos country just like you and me. And until next time, guys, I am your host, Gage Madrid, saying peace out.